Key thing that I'll pull out of your response is that you said that the people of Pakistan have changed, and you noticed that once you came back from North America. They're much more aware. Maybe it's courtesy social media, or in general, they find themselves much more educated or up to date with how the political landscape is shaping and what are happening. But have the politicians changed as well? And now let me elaborate upon that. PMLN, the party that you represent, has been in power both in center and in this province earlier as well. Not in 2018, but prior to that, and a lot of times before that as well. But despite all that, we see that not much or not a magnanimous shift has happened in the landscape of South Punjab. Do you see that there's an ideological shift that needs to happen amongst the politicians and the political parties? Is there certain improvements that you would like to highlight? Is there a certain agenda that you would like to push forward? That is different from what has been done by PMLN in this region before.
So that definitely is a pressing issue for myself as well, which you have brought up. The issue of having autonomy for South Punjab. There has been work done. I would not say that there is, nothing has happened over the past 5 years or 10 years in terms of moving towards a newer province, namely South Punjab. To kind of give you a little bit background on that, or to the audience, we had a bill passed in 2022 that created an administrative South Punjab. It was backed by all the parties, PMLN, People's Party, PDI. And I think the reason why they have backed it is because over the period of multiple elections, all these different parties, including my own party, we have, acquired votes by raising this slogan that we are the ones who are going to give South Punjab the freedom that it needs. But I think eventually all the parties sat together in 2022 and the bill was passed. But the unfortunate part is that the process is super slow. The funding for creating the administrative hub in Multan or Bahawalpur the process is pretty slow. I have not seen any development work being done towards that. Plus, I think the biggest gap right now is that needs to be worked on is the fact that the province itself will have a certain amount of seats. It will definitely have a CM of itself, the chief secretary, et cetera, all the administrative posts as well. But we are still lacking behind in that process. And I think the problem has always been the fact that South Punjab never had we did have younger blood go into the parliament and speak up for this issue. But I think the problem that stops it from happening, and I'll bring you guys towards that problem, is that South Punjab always was divided in itself in two pieces as well. One is the Multan division, DG Khan division, and the other one is Bahawalpur division. So the requirement has always been to create two provinces from Punjab. So you would have Punjab by itself, you would have, let's call it Multan province, and let's call the third Bahawalpur province. And I think the fact that Bahawalpur and Multan need to be two different provinces, that's why people from all these divisions kind of lack that activity for the South Punjab province. Can you hear me, Norris?
Yeah, absolutely. Fair enough. No, you shed light on. Yeah, I think absolutely goes without saying that there's, yeah.
The video paused, so that's why I kind of paused, thinking that the video might have gotten stuck or something. But yeah, so South Punjab in itself needs to be further divided into two divisions. And I think when this whole thing was being put in place in the parliament, Pakistan Muslim League Nawaz had the best option that they recommended. and that was to create, instead of creating Punjab and South Punjab, they put the bill forward to create Punjab, Multan, and Bahawalpur, so that the distribution of power can be divided into three different places. And I think that was one of the better bills. But obviously, I would still take something over nothing. Pakistan People's Party and PTI mainly backed the South Punjab province instead of Bahawalpur and Multan. So they tabled that bill, and thanks to our party, they didn't, just go against that bill. They went forward with South Punjab. And I think it's still, as I said earlier, it's still better than not having anything, because there are too many needs of South Punjab. We are approximately 40% of the population of Punjab in itself. And the land, if you ask me, it's, I think, over 50% of Punjab. So I think we do need that separate administrative unit for sure, but we also need our voices to be heard in the parliament in a manner that we have our own secretariat set up in either Bahawalpur or Multan.